The law. Many people talk about the police as if they are unfair and overreactive. The news is peppered with such stories. This can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. You devalue someone and they become emotional. It doesn't have to be that way. Carlos Cherubin was driving 51 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone in Westerville, Ohio. A police officer pulled him over. Of course, Carlos was wrong. Why deny it? I acknowledged how I apologized, he said. I said I was not paying attention as I should have been. Carlos, a senior vice president at a major apparel company, said the official looked uncomfortable. It was a hot day. I asked her if she felt okay. It turned out she was pregnant. I asked her when she was due and congratulated her. Carlos did not get a ticket. The police officer asked him to be more careful in the future, and undoubtedly he will be. The question is, what percentage of drivers would have noticed the police officer enough to ask if they are okay? Very few. I always used to argue, Carlos said. This is the first time in 15 years I didn't. I used the negotiation tools and it's the first time in 15 years a cop let me go. That's because Carlos stopped thinking just about himself and thought about the other person. Jean-Pierre Latrell was stopped by a New Jersey state trooper for going 68 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone. John's first thought was to be angry, since he was going as fast as the other traffic, but he remembered it wasn't about being right, but meeting much more. Jean-Pierre apologized, listened attentively to the officer's comments, thanked the officer, and gave details about visiting New Jersey for the weekend. No speeding ticket, no points on the license, no car insurance payment increase, just $43 for not having insurance papers available. I just tried to connect with him, Jean-Pierre said. Does this work all the time? Absolutely not. But you'll get an extra hit every 9 games. It's hard to apologize if you're not wrong, of course. I'm not suggesting that you do that, but too many people don't even apologize when they should. As Carlos Cherubin said, don't get mental. It won't meet your goals. Details of your predicament can be persuasive, but you have to mean what you say. It has to be the truth, and they can have heard it a million times already. The purpose is not to hoodwink the other person or make an excuse, but to make a connection with them. Any gatekeeper is going to get jaded hearing excuses. You should be prepared for their being honored. Why can't people just do what they are supposed to do? They say to themselves, Nikhil Rahman wanted to get into the gym but forgot his ID card. The security guard was good, he said. No ID card, no entrance. Is anyone allowed to let me in? He wanted to know the manager. Nikhil asked the guard to get the manager. He then asked the manager to look him up and verify the various personal details. The purpose of security, of course, was to verify who he was, not to check IDs. The identification card was only one method of validation. Nick Hearn, now a manager at Bain Capital in Mumbai, India, introduced himself to the manager and also to the locker room attendant. He had a nice conversation about squash, which Nicole was there to play. They both said that if Nicole forget his ID card again, just ask the security guard to call for one of them. The whole thing was about establishing an infrastructure on which the parties could rely in the future. We often think of government employees as the bureaucracy. However, we are not negotiating with the bureaucracy, we are negotiating with individuals. These individuals may feel even more burdened by rules, regulations, and delays than you do. After all, they have to live with them every day, so give such people a break, and they'll often give you one. Ask their advice, commiserate with them. So you are mad at the world. Do you want to meet your goals or not? Jonathan Sherman got a $65 fine for leaving his garbage out too long for collection. Actually, Jonathan didn't do it. His subtenant did during the sermon. So in court, Jonathan apologized and said it was his subtenant who had broken the ordinance, gave the subtenant's name, and told the judge that he had given explicit instructions that the subtenant had disobeyed. Don't all of us have a hard time getting people to listen to us? Jonathan said. His fine was reduced to $25. Again, it is about getting more in each situation. Trading items of unequal value, even in daily transactions, you can find items to trade, the same as in billion-dollar deals. Sometimes it might be just the respect and compensation you offer to someone who is usually treated as a faceless service provider. Ron Schachter wanted to park his motorcycle in a garage, but didn't want to pay $120 a month. The attendant said the garage doesn't make exceptions. I needed to find something intangible that would cause him to let me park the bike, Ron said. So I asked him, do you ride a motorcycle? No, the attendant said, but I'd love to learn. Bingo. I agreed to teach him how to ride a motorcycle, said Ron, now partner and portfolio manager in Hong Kong hedge fund 9 Mast. The result? No fee. Trade items of unequal value. Justin Buyer wanted to eliminate various bank fees on his checking and saving account with Citibank. The bank representative was uninterested in helping him do so. Although CD's competitors have fewer fees, the employee said Citibank is a better bank. I engaged him in a small talk. Justin said. I asked what his career goals were. He said he wanted to get an MBA. I told him I was currently an MBA student, and I'd be happy to write down some resources that he would find useful. Fees eliminated. He actually had to go into the system and manually remove the fees, Justin said. Did the representative steal from the bank? Well, will Justin remain a loyal customer? Do you think that some customers at Citibank don't pay fees? They don't. So there is precedent, and the bank benefits through sustained continued patronage. Jamie Chen, a UPenn law student, had a bad back but couldn't afford $50 an hour for therapeutic massages. Jamie offered to put the therapist card up around the law school and promote him to her friends. They got to talking. He was involved in a legal dispute. Jamie offered free legal research for him. I got free massage the whole time I was in Philly, said Jamie, now attorney in Washington with a much improved back. Learning more about how the other person thinks, of course, helps you find items to trade. Carolina Wilson wanted to rent the upstairs of her room, a restaurant and bar, for a party. The manager wanted $300 for the DJ. Carolina asked around. She learned the other venues did not charge for DJ if the customer guarantees a minimum bar charge. Carolina offered $2,000 for bar and food. She committed to pay immediately by credit card, though the actual tab turned out to be $3,000. The DJ was free. Carolina, a private equity recruiter in New York, used the standards and reduced the other party's perceived risk. On a data, Nikon needed to get a record bone scan so she could run in a marathon the next day. No appointments were available at the radiologist covered by her insurance. The receptionist was not helpful. Bernadette asked if the radiologist was in and where his office was. She waited for him to appear. I told him I was going to run a marathon and needed a bone scan, she said. She asked if he ever worked with a marathon runner. He did and was proud of it. They talked about his work. Then he personally escorted her into the room and did the scan immediately. Have a problem getting through the gatekeepers? Be creative about making the connection. Nana Morrison wanted to use a high-rated San Francisco doctor, Rosanna Menon, for his wife's pregnancy, but the doctor's schedule was full for most of her pregnancy period, and his gatekeepers weren't letting Nana even talk to the doctor. Nana had done his homework. Dr. Menon spoke the same Indian dialect as his wife Charu, and went to the same med school in India as his sister Sri. Nana wrote down a piece of paper Canada and Karnataka University. He asked the receptionist to hand the paper to the doctor. The doctor came out himself to sign off Nana's wife. The connection itself was all very good. Of course, these tools don't work perfectly all the time. Michelle Michaelis wanted her condo's management company to pay $3,000 in legal fees she incurred as a condo board member to defend a teen complaint over maintenance. The management company finally admitted it was a fraud. The management company, however, would pay only $500. I even offered to give him a good reference, Michelle said. They didn't care about the reference. Using the negotiation tools doesn't guarantee complete success, noted Michelle, a consultant. But it does make success more likely and it does get you more. She accepted the $500 and vowed to get better commitment upfront next time. Coalition. You don't have to do the negotiation by yourself. Local vendors, buyers, and officials depend on their local reputation. Goodwill is very important. If you align with others, you will have more persuasive power. A group of people who frequent a restaurant, store, or a dry cleaner can make a lot of difference in what you get as you represent more fully. Some existing groups are ready-made for such negotiation coalitions. Homeowners Association, PTA, civic clubs, Scouts. If a police officer is unfair, you can all complain. If the garbage is not picked up properly, you have a larger pressure group. You can rotate coordinators or develop a news website, as Chuck McCall did at the start of this chapter. Look for others to help you. Here is a story that occurred in China, but it is very appropriate here. In Beijing, Alan Bear was in a store trying to negotiate for an expensive carved ivory elephant. The store was full of people. The person behind the counter refused to negotiate on the price. "Why should I give you a discount?" she said. "I've got a store full of people." She gestured at the group milling around. Now the president of Ocean World Line, a freight company based on Long Island, New York, turned around and looked at the group. Then he turned back to the store owner. "See, all those people in the store," he said, "'cause they are with me. They were his classmates. He got the discount."